Salutations and good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Smalland update video. And we haven't done one of these in a little while, actually. Just sitting back and looking over. The last one that I did was right at the beginning of February, covering the January updates. And then people were asking me, well, Sim, what happened to the February updates for Smalland, right? I mean, Smalland is a game, it's being developed. What happened? Why didn't we get any updates? Well, that's because I only put out one update throughout the entire month. And I thought, why make a video that's only going to be about 2 minutes long for Smalland? I'm going to wait till the end of March. Well, there's been some big things that have really happened within February that didn't really pertain to Smalland, but pertain to Merge, the company that's making Smalland. So that's kind of why I wanted to hop in and make this one, because it's going to be kind of just going over what's going on with Smalland and then talking about what they're talking about from the other perspective. But let's hop in. Let's talk about FAQ Friday number 17. We're going to talk about FAQ Friday number 18 that came out in March as well, and a couple other small things towards the end of the video as well. So let's hop in. Let's talk about it. So first of all, it says FAQ Friday number 17. So we're going to hop in and we're going to go right to it. So it says, are there boss fights, dungeons, and hordes? And they said there are indeed boss fights, but not dungeons, or what you'd traditionally call dungeons. Everything has to do with an element of perspective, so we don't want dungeons to be literally dungeons. Instead, you'll be navigating through a dark swamp, or across broken trees, or trying to figure out a way to get through an underground maze to avoid various hungry predators. So that's a good answer for that one. Notice how they didn't go around the hordes, though. So they kind of dodged around that question. Possibly because it's something they're still trying to integrate, but they haven't decided whether or not they're going to do it or how they're going to do it. Okay, so are there holes and caves in the ground? Yes and no. The small folk have been living underground for too long for reasons that will be explained. So your major goal is to make the land safe for people and out of the ground. However, gameplay-wise, caves, etc. are usually small pockets of gameplay with risks and rewards that we have. Whether it's inside an abandoned vehicle or a hollow log or a waste bin, you have the equivalent of caves to explore. So different things to explore, different places like a cave, but not probably a cave itself, because like they said, you do kind of burst from the ground, and there you go, you're coming out of the ground as you know, part of the story of the game. But let's move on to question 3 here. It says, what is the gameplay like as far as combat mechanics? Are there more akin to Dark Souls or Skyrim? So they said there are attack combos and also weapons that have different effects suited to different creatures and different situations. Some of these will be found and earned, and others will be crafted. So they do have a couple different things, from swords to axes to bows to spears to things like that. You just have to get in, you have to give it a try out the game and find out what's going to work best for you. There is a dodge roll as well. Okay, so what are the devs thinking as far as pricing for early access? We're not 100% decided yet, so watch this space. So in other words, they haven't decided how much they're going to charge for the game yet. They just haven't. They're going through and they're deciding what they want to do for the game and how big they're going to make it and everything like that. And at that point, they'll probably decide how much the game is going to be worth. And I'll tell you right now, it's worth a pretty penny because I have played it and it is fun. All right, 5. Do you level up skills like Valheim, or is it more or less just crafting items like Terraria? So it says you'll find items as in Terraria, but in some items can be only earned by aligning with certain factions or by having access to certain technological advances, and sometimes a combination of the two. These items may grant your abilities that you can mix and match, specializing in one area or having a hybrid. So the more you explore, craft, and earn via factions, the more you gain access to different skills. So you don't actually like level up at all in the game. It's just getting different things from doing different things. Okay, number 6. I heard a while back the map is supposed to be procedurally generated. Are we still keeping to that? Nope. We've never mentioned that. Everything is carefully built and crafted by hand. So yeah, they did everything in their map by hand. Everything you've seen placed, they did by hand. And let me tell you, that's pretty big when you're talking somebody this big to place blades of grass and stuff. That's some commitment. But that is it for FAQ Friday number 17. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go up to FAQ Friday number 18, or other words, what are we working on number 2? So they wanted to go through, post it out on the end of February, right before March started, and they were talking about what really happened and what they've been working on. So the first thing they've been working on is building. So the items we've been hard at work on is our building system, and they've crafted, they started to get the first of many customization pieces that you'll be able to unlock and use to make your little house a home. One is the first thing is the owl effigy, a little nod to Discord and burnt out matches to become torches. So the fun thing about the owl effigy is that inside of the Discord, secret. Okay, so anyway, there's a sneak peek to some more of the building customizations you'll be able to use. It looks like some sort of bathtub, a mirror maybe, or a chair with a feather on the back of it, a little bed. Yeah, see, it kind of looks like a bathtub or so, a pot of some sort. All around good, and some traps as well. Okay, the team have added pillars to the building options, which provide another level of support for taller buildings or bigger balconies, and are going to soon be in the selection of curved pieces to another layer of customizations to buildings. We'll be starting more of the building systems in Smalland with these new updates in the coming weeks, so stay tuned. I'm really excited to get my hands on this stuff and show you what we can create. And now they want to talk a little bit about nighttime, because they changed up nighttime a little bit and made it even cooler. So it says the other cool thing we introduced is bioluminescence. Mushrooms now have a magical glow that really makes the night world pop. The creatures in Smalland have been given a little touch of nighttime magic. Currently, the team are working on the feedback and adjusting the darkness at night to compensate for the new bioluminescent light sources, so they can zero in on what feels right in nighttime. These give you some examples of things that they've been working on for early access, and they hope that these updates give you a little more of a window on what's happening behind the scenes before they start talking about exciting things like dates. So going through, guys, after seeing all these really cool things, this is why I didn't really cover anything, because one, we've been recording for only a few minutes here, and we're already through all the updates that they posted for, I would say, February and the beginning of March, right? But now they go through in here, and they're talking about other game titles, is what I wanted to point out, because Merge is not only working on Smalland. Merge has multiple projects that they're working on, from Staycation Paradise, Time on Frog Island, which looks like a fun game, definitely not Fried Chicken, which I cannot wait to play, and Sunnyside, which I had not heard of yet. But as you can see, they also put out a little bit of a showcase here for you to be able to watch as well. I'll go through and play this at the end of the video for you guys, but this was posted out at the end of March. So we went an entire month without a single update, which is why I held off on any sort of Smalland updates until now, because at the end of March, just yesterday, they posted this for us. So we're going to end out the video by watching this video for you guys. It is a little bit of a longer one, so I'll let you guys watch this one and enjoy it without my good old face cam being in. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. Don't forget to hit that like button, but let's get on over to that other video, shall we?
Hello to everyone at the Mix Showcase. I'm Danny, the community manager at Merge Games, and I'm with Ross, who's the product manager on Smalland.
Hello.
We're going to show you some gameplay from Smalland today. So here's Ross starting out early game to talk you through.
Yeah, so this is just where you come out of the cave, and I'm just about to speak to the Elder, who gives you your very first quests. Now they come on, and basically one of the quests that leads you to is Knock, which is your gameplay, Danny.
Yeah, so Knock is one of the Pathfinders, who are the members of your race who've gone out ahead, scouted the land, and they've got some quests for you that are going to teach you a bit about the world and the systems at play in Smalland.
Yeah, so there's a series of NPCs, and we've actually covered those in some Steam posts. And there's a couple of NPCs as well, which sort of allude to some of the equipment you can unlock, some of better bows, better swords, etc. So one of the things we have now is we have quite a late game quest, and to do that we need to do some prep. So whilst I was scavenging for resources, Danny was doing some nice home building.
Yeah, so you'll make your main base up in the trees of Smalland, but you can build anywhere in the land, and you can make a really nice little forward camp for when you're out exploring, adventuring, and you want people to be able to personalize and decorate these houses. And you can see here, nice bit of lighting, and you can decorate the interior of it. Customization is really important to us. Here is a much bigger build that I built later, and one of the great things is that your friends can join your world and come and explore, and this is where Ross has come to have a look around what I've built.
Yeah, so like Danny says, I'm just having a wee peek around trying to pilfer any resources he has, checking out some of the trophies there. And like Danny said, it's one of the great things about Smalland. You know, we encourage people to be creative with their builds, and so having people build their home away from home, it's really enjoyable to see people like what people can come up with. So Danny's built this massive base. So what I'm doing now is I'm waiting for the tool rack, which I have, and I'm going to create some armor now, because we, like I mentioned, we have a late game quest. So what we're going to do now is do some prep, get ready, and then we're going to go hunting for some insects.
So later game, Ross and I have come to the road biome because we know that's where there's some flies. I was doing a one-to-one battle, as you do, and then Ross kited in a load more trouble.
I tried to nope out of it, but they followed me across the road, so I saw Danny and I thought he could help me. So we were taking on the flies, and we were about to defeat them, and then of course a cockroach came along. Now the thing about cockroaches is you can see in the bottom right where basically they have like a toxicity. That's where the armor comes in handy, because the bee sting makes you sort of resilient to those sorts of things, but of course you still take like physical damage. So once that happened, you're about to see it basically where my character dies, but you know, combat is very much part of a survival game.
Yeah, and there's lots of things in Smalland that can and will kill you. but we hope you've enjoyed this little look into the world of Smalland. We've got so much more to show you, and we can't wait to show you more about the game.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, and that will do it for the little sneak peek into some more gameplay of Smalland. You guys heard the awesome developers of the game sitting there working through different things, giving a little bit more of an insight into the game, which was really, really cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, guys, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.